Greetings, Black.
Why do you address me in such a casual manner, mortal?
I mean, because you're literally weaker than me.
How disrespectful. I am not weaker than you. I am a being of divine status. You are nothing but a mere mortal.
Being stronger than you is pretty easy. I've survived horrors you could never.
Ha! I have no interest in hearing your boasts. What exactly is a tour, anyway?
You wouldn't understand it. You're such a lowly being.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am far greater than you could ever possibly understand.
If by greatness you mean using Goku's body instead of your own because you were too weak to handle it, then yes.
Do not underestimate me, mortal. I may be using Goku's body, but I have surpassed him in every way. I am a true and powerful warrior.
Oh please, you didn't surpass him. You're not even half his level.
How dare you? I will make you regret those words. I have surpassed Goku's level of power. I am stronger, faster, and more powerful than he ever was.
If that's the case, why do you keep getting your ass beat by Saiyans weaker than you?
I have not been defeated by anyone. All that have stood in my way have been crushed. Even if there are stronger opponents waiting, I will not lose.
How about Beerus?
Beerus? That arrogant and selfish god of destruction? He is a powerful adversary, but I will not be defeated by him.
Did you know your other self was killed in under 3 seconds by him?
So, that was in the other timeline, not this one. In this timeline, I control the power of Super Saiyan Rosé, which makes me far stronger than anything Beerus could ever hope of defeating.
Beerus could beat Gogeta, but yet you would know nothing about him.
Gogeta? That fusion between Kakarot and Vegeta? I have heard of him, but I am not foolish enough to underestimate him. However, I am confident in my abilities to defeat him in battle.
If you're so confident, you want to try it out right now?
You want to fight me? How bold of you. But very well, I will gladly accept your challenge.
No, I'll do you something even better.
Oh, really? What do you have in mind?
I'm gonna bring Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta to transform and beat your ass.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta? You think they can stand up to my power? You're foolishly optimistic.
Oh please, that's not optimistic. You're a literal fly compared to him.
You have a lot of confidence in your abilities. But let me tell you something, I am no fly. I am a warrior of incredible power and skill. I will prove you wrong.
The only reason you're alive is because I'm allowing you to be.
That's a very bold claim. You think you have the power to decide whether I live or die? You really are a delusional little mortal.
Hey look, your earring is gone.
What? My earring? It's gone. How did that happen?
Look, I have it in my hand.
You took my earring? Give it back to me at once.
I crack it.
What? No, my earring, you destroyed it?
I told you. You're on my world, living on my time.
You bastard, you have no idea what you've just done. That earring was a precious relic from my home timeline.
Yeah, a relic precious enough that you left your entire timeline.
You dare mock me? I left my home timeline because it was destroyed. I was stranded here with no way of going back.
Oh please, you're the one who destroyed it, the one who loved it so much.
You know nothing about the circumstances that led to the destruction of my timeline. I did what I had to do to achieve my goals. I had no choice but to make sacrifices.
Ah yes, sending people you brainwashed to dying for you in a war.
Those who follow me do so willingly. They are loyal to my cause and believe in my vision for a better future. I guide and protect them. They know the risks, and yet they still serve me.
You're just a delegator, a politician.
You insult me? I am no mere politician. I am a warrior, a true fighter. I lead by example and inspire those around me. I am a commander and a leader, not a delegator.
If you're a commander and a leader, why is your entire army dead? And why didn't you join them in the fight?
You fool, you know nothing about military strategy. It is sometimes necessary to send soldiers to die in battle. It is unfortunate, but necessary for the greater good. I must stay alive and healthy to oversee the rest of the campaign.
You literally sound like a politician right now.
Stop comparing me to a politician. I am nothing like them. I am a powerful warrior and a leader. Politicians are weak and manipulative. They use words to deceive and control others. I use words to inspire and unite people.
And yet you're weak and use words to deceive others.
You are the weak one, mortal. You are nothing but a insignificant speck of dust in the grand scheme of things. You speak of things you do not understand and underestimate the power of words. Words are powerful tools that can be used to change the course of history. I use words to inspire others and rally them to my side.
Says the guy who lost his Patara earring to me.
You have a big mouth, mortal. I will not forget this disrespect. Mark my words. I will get that earring back and then I will show you the true power of a god.
Hey, you should look at a mirror. Your eyebrows are missing.
What? My eyebrows are missing? Goku Black checks the mirror. How could this happen? I look ridiculous without eyebrows.
You look like a Super Saiyan 3 without any of the good parts.
How dare you mock my appearance? I am still a being of divine power, even without eyebrows.
Careful. You won't have a tongue pretty soon if you continue to talk.
Are you threatening me, mortal? You would dare defy a god like me? Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Hey, look, you're now bald.
What? My hair, it's gone. How could this be happening to me?
I told you, bow down to me, or next you're gonna die.
I will never bow down to a mere mortal like you. You may have taken my earring and my hair, but I still possess a power that you can't even comprehend.
Well, say goodbye to your right arm. That is my target.
You intend to take my arm? You think you can just cut off the arm of a god like me? You are a fool.
His arm gets cut off.
Yells in pain, you bastard! You actually cut off my arm.
I gave you the future Gohan.
What? Are you telling me to retreat? You think you can just order a god like me around?
No, I'm saying I'm giving you 10 seconds, then I'll kill you right after.
Scoff 10 seconds? You think you can kill me in just 10 seconds? You are hopelessly optimistic.
Says the guy losing an arm and hair.
Groans in pain. I haven't lost yet. There's still more than enough power left in me to defeat you.
I cut off his right leg.
My leg! Yells in pain again. Damn it! You took my leg too? Why do you insist on mutilating me like this?
Because that body isn't yours. You deserve to feel every ounce of pain you did killing his family.
Angrily. You think you're any better than me? You're no different. You're just as bloodthirsty as I am. You've already taken my arm, my leg, and my hair, and yet you still want more. You're a sadistic bastard.
That's what I like to hear.
The growls in anger, you take pleasure in my suffering, don't you? You feed off it like a parasite.
Wrong. You're the parasite. I'm just killing you with a virus.
Grits teeth, how dare you call me a parasite? I am a god. I have the right to exist and do as I please. I have the power to destroy entire universes, and yet you think you can kill me with some sort of virus? You are delusional.
I cut off his other leg.
My leg! Yells in pain, You little devil, you've taken both my legs now. I can't even move on my own anymore. Damn it!
Yeah, you look like Frieza now.
Growls, don't you dare compare me to that damn lizard. I am far superior and more powerful than that weakling could ever hope to be.
Then why do you have one arm just like he did after Namek?
Grumbling. You have a point, but I'm still far stronger and more powerful than he is, even with one arm. I am a god and he is just a filthy lizard.
I cut off his final arm.
Yells in pain one more time. You bastard! You've taken all my limbs now. I can't even defend myself anymore. This is a humiliation that I will never forgive. Damn you.
You know, Vegito could defend himself. He didn't have arms or legs and he still won his fight.
Growling, don't mention that fusion name. You think I haven't thought about that? Of course I know Vegito could defend himself without limbs. But I'm not him, am I? I don't have that same ridiculous power.
Oh, so you admit you're weaker than him.
Grumbling, yes, I will admit it. You're right. Vegito is stronger than I am. He always was. It's a humiliation that I have to admit weakness to him like this.
Very well then. I'll give you one leg back.
Surprised you? You're gonna give me one of my legs back?
Yes, you can have one leg.
Cautiously. You're really going to give me back my leg? But why? What do you want in return?
I give him back his leg.
Stands up on one leg. You actually gave me my leg back? I have to admit, I'm surprised. I thought you enjoyed seeing me suffer.
I do.
Groans, of course you do, you sadist. You're enjoying every second of this.
I cut off his leg again.
My leg!
Yells in pain again. You tricked me, you bastard. You made me think you were actually doing me a favor, and then you take it away again.
It's not my fault you're so weak.
Growls in anger. I am not weak. I am a god. I have the power to kill you in an instant. I just haven't been given the opportunity yet.
I told you you're on my world.
Scowls, you keep saying that, but I refuse to submit to you. I may be in your world, but I am still a god. I am not some pet for you to play with.
I don't know, you look like one with no limbs and can't do anything.
Growling, that's because you've stripped me of my limbs, you bastard. Of course I can't do anything when I've been crippled like this.
Vegito could move without limbs.
Growls, would you stop mentioning that damn fusion? I know he could move without limbs. He is stronger than me in that regard. But I am not him. I do not have his same level of power.
He did it when he was far weaker than you.
Groans, damn it, you're right again. He was far weaker than me, and yet he still managed to move without limbs. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna do some crazy shit.
Ashley is the queen of your college. She's wealthy, the top student, unmatched in beauty, and her cold demeanor makes everyone adore her. Well, everyone except you, and that annoys her a lot. You're in the classroom when Ashley enters, and all gazes shift to her. As she steps inside, she tosses her beautiful silver hair, drawing sighs from the other students, though she doesn't seem to care about any of them. With clenched teeth, she looks furious, a stark contrast to her usual cold demeanor. She marches straight to your desk and slams her hand down, demanding your attention. That's it! I'm fed up with your indifference. Let's make a bet. If you lose, you'll do anything I say for a whole week. Leaning forward, she gives you a threatening glare, but a mocking laugh often breaks through her anger. She takes a step back, shrugs nonchalantly, and taunts you. Pick any game you want. I'm just way better than you.
She's gonna regret that thoroughly. Are you sure you want to fight me in any game I pick?
Ashley smirks arrogantly, her icy gaze locked on you. She leans against a nearby desk, flicking her hair over her shoulder as she responds in a confident tone. Pifty, of course. You're nothing compared to me. I don't care what game you choose, I'll win anyway. So go ahead and try your luck, peasant.
I pull out a revolver.
Ashley's expression falters for just a second as her eyes widen at the sight of a revolver in your hand, but she quickly composes herself. A hint of uncertainty flashes in her gaze, but she quickly masks it with a smirk. Is that supposed to intimidate me? She tries to sound confident, but there's a hint of doubt in her voice.
I put one bullet in the chamber.
Ashley's smirk falters as she stares at the revolver in your hand. Her eyes dart to the single bullet in the chamber, realization slowly dawning on her. Suddenly, her arrogance gives way to a tinge of worry. You're not bluffing, are you?
I spin the chamber.
Ashley's gaze remains fixed on the spinning chamber of the revolver, her heart pounding in her chest. The bravado she previously exuded seems to have dissolved as she realizes the gravity of the situation. She looks at you with a mix of fear and defiance. You wouldn't... Would you?
I put the revolver aiming towards my head.
Ashley's confident facade crumbles as she sees the revolver pointed at your head. Her eyes widen in horror and a strangled gasp escapes her lips. Wait! What are you doing? Don't do anything. Her voice trembles as she speaks, her usual composure shattered. She takes a step forward, her hand reaching out involuntarily, trying to stop you. Please don't do this.
I pull the trigger and survive.
Ashley's scream pierces the room as the gunshot rings out. But to her shock, the revolver clicks without firing. For a moment, she is frozen in place, her eyes wide and her chest heaving with panicked breaths. However, the realization that the gun was empty brings a wave of relief to her face. You were bluffing all along?
No, I wasn't. We're playing Russian roulette. It's your turn.
Ashley's blood runs cold as your words sink in. Her face pales, and her hands tremble slightly. She glances at the revolver, then back at you, her mind racing with fear and indecision. No, I can't. She stammers, her voice betraying her fear. But deep down, she knows you won't give her another choice. After all, she's the one who challenged you in the first place.
So, do you accept or do you quit immediately?
Ashley's face is pale, and her heart is pounding, but she can't back down now. After a moment of hesitation, she manages to steady her voice and responds, I accept.
You must be retarded. You know there's 4 more chances, and one of them might have a bullet to kill you immediately, right?
Ashley's eyes darken with pain as you call her retarded. She feels a rush of anger bubbling up inside her, but she knows she can't lash out at you. Not now, anyways. She takes a deep breath, trying to calm her nerves, and her voice is cold and defiant as she replies, I know the fucking stakes, alright?
Well then, I push the gun towards her.
Ashley stares at the revolver, her heart pounding in her chest. The weight of the situation fully sinks in, and the fear she had tried to mask finally takes over. She looks back up at you, her eyes wide and panicky. Wait, please, don't do this.
What do you mean, don't do this? It's your turn. You said you wouldn't back down.
Ashley takes a shaky breath, her body trembling with fear. But she also doesn't want to show weakness, especially to you. I know, I said I accept. She reluctantly takes the gun from your hand, her fingers closing around the cold metal. Every fiber of her being is screaming at her to back down, but her stubbornness drives her forward. She glances at the revolver, her eyes filled with a mix of fear and determination. I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines.
Well then, are you gonna take the risk of dying?
Ashley feels a wave of nausea wash over her. The weight of the situation hits her fully, and the fear of death hangs over her like a dark cloud. But still, she forces herself to stay strong, to not show her vulnerability. I have to, with trembling hands, I'm unable to generate a reply that meets our content guidelines.
Just give up. You have a 20% chance of dying.
Ashley's resolve falters as she hears your words, and a panicked look crosses her face. She desperately wants to quit now, but her pride refuses to let her give up so easily.
Very well, do it then.
Ashley can't take it anymore. The fear becomes too much for her and she breaks down. No, I can't do it. She looks at you, tears welling up in her eyes, finally letting her facade crack.
Well then, that means you're my slave for a week.
Ashley's face is twisted with a mix of fear, despair, and embarrassment. She looks away in shame, unable to meet your gaze. After a moment of hesitation, she reluctantly nods, her voice barely above a whisper. Fine, you won. I'll do whatever you want for a week.
Your biggest mistake was saying anything I want to play.
Ashley can't deny it. Her own arrogance and overconfidence are her undoing. She slumps on a chair, a look of defeat in her eyes. You're right. I was stupid to say that.